Welcome to Crypto Tech Views. Every day we are reviewing Bitcoin price in multiple time frames and in multiple trading systems and making an educated price prediction for the next day after analyzing global markets data and Bitcoin options open interest data. Let us begin the video for today. We have three time frame charts of the Bitcoin in front of us. This is 1 hourly, this is 4 hourly, this is daily chart. In 1 hourly, yesterday we saw that Bitcoin was trading within this particular parallel channel. But we were also seeing that it was trading near to this resistance zone of this particular rectangle. So what happened is when it was falling below this particular parallel channel first, it took a first level of support from this rectangle itself. For the next time when it was falling from this particular parallel channel, it broke both the levels and did a free fall. If we see the 4 hourly chart of Bitcoin, we can clearly see it's trending in a sideways. It's trading in a sideways. From the 1 day chart, we can very clearly see after this huge fall on 9th May, Bitcoin is moving on the complete sideways, right? So this is a Bollinger Band. What I'm expecting is when Bitcoin meets with this 20 period moving average in this Bollinger Band, there will be a huge volatility. So that huge volatility may be on the downside. So it can quickly go below and come back again. That we can wait and watch whether it is going to happen. But that's the general expectation, right? So if we compare the Bitcoin with S&P 500 and NASDAQ, in fact, Bitcoin has little underperformed when compared to US 500 and NASDAQ. NASDAQ just did this yesterday. The whole trading day was almost on the sideways for NASDAQ. S&P 500 was little volatile, but it is also trading in a little stable manner. Let's see the case of Bitcoin. The moment it faced some resistance around this particular zone that we have been clearly calling out for so many past videos. We have very clearly calling out that the 31,000 is going to be a very stiff resistance. That's what I have been calling out for the last many days. And that's still playing out very, exactly. And yesterday also it played out. So it faced a stiff resistance around this zone. And see the fall? The fall is drastic, right? So Bitcoin in yesterday's case underperformed its counterparts of S&P 500 and NASDAQ. If we analyze other technical pictures of the Bitcoin, first we will review this Camarilla pivot point. What happened when it was trading near to the previous week's pivot point? This is the previous week's pivot point. For this week, this is the pivot point. When it was approaching the previous week's pivot point, it faced a stiff resistance and fell down drastically. The fall is super drastic and it pierced through all the support bands and just got a support around the S4 level and now trying to consolidate. If we review the anchored VWAP, we have been clearly calling out for the last few sessions that the two standard deviation of this particular anchored VWAP is going to be crucial. As per our expectation, it's trading around this VWAP itself, but within the two standard deviations of this particular VWAP. So with this, we can clearly call out 31,000 level is going to be a very stiff resistance even now, and 28,000 odd range is going to get a pretty decent support, right? So if we could review the Bitcoin with Fibonacci series EMA ribbon, we can clearly see it's trading below all these EMAs at the moment. It was trading little above 55 period EMA, but since it faced some resistance here, it's unable to touch this 89 EMA. It went down below all these EMAs. The stochastic also was trading around 100 that time. See here, when it was facing the resistance, stochastic was around 100. So the next cycle, it with one candle, I will call it as leader candle, right? Because its volume is, this is length is high and volume is little above average of these volumes. So this candle is going to be a leader candle for other candles to follow. As long as this candle's high is taken out with good volume, there is no upside potential. If we could review the simple trend line in the 4-hourly, we can clearly see it was rejected this particular breakout. So a breakout happened from this trend line at the upper side, but the breakout is immediately got rejected and it now went below this particular trend line as well. Initially, I thought that both the trend lines will offer pretty decent support, but looks like this trend line offered one level of support. This trend line couldn't offer any level of support. Now it pierced through both the trend lines with one single candle and trying to consolidate now. If we could review the weekly chart of Bitcoin, it's 8th consecutive week of the red candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is done. 9th week now. All are looking red. But it's at the moment trading within this crucial support band. If the low of this support band is broken down with the volume, that will take Bitcoin drastically down to the lower levels. But for that, it has to cross it has to fulfill a lot of other parameters for that to happen. So for now, it's trading within this crucial support band. This is a Bitcoin dominance chart, but this is an intraday chart. So when compared to other altcoin, Bitcoin dominance is far better. So this golden crossover in 5 minutes time frame clearly indicates that Bitcoin is performing better within the cryptocurrency pack. So Bitcoin dominance is good. If we could review the Bitcoin options open interest data for 25th May, we can clearly see 28,000 is going to be a very big support tomorrow. 29,000 will be a first level of support. Since it is trading almost for one day below 30k, now 30k has become the first level of resistance, right? That's all for the video today. Thanks all for watching. See you all in the video tomorrow.